And now, continuing coverage of another big story. After 5 weeks and 91 witnesses, a guilty verdict in the corruption trial of Norfolk City Treasurer Anthony Burfoot. We've reported prosecutors said he traded political favors for cash and gifts while on city council. The trial lasted 20 days, and the jury heard from 91 witnesses and came back with a verdict in less than a day, convicting Burfoot on 6 of 8 counts. But some of our questions remain unanswered tonight. Will Burfoot lose his job? How long will the appeals process take? And what are the key players saying tonight? Let's send it over to Anita with 10 on your side's Liz Kilmer now. Anita?
Oh, Liz, you were there as the verdict came down and saw Burfoot walk out of the courthouse there. Top of mind, will Burfoot have to resign?
Well, Anita, at this point, his attorney Andrew Sachs says that Burfoot will be back to work Monday morning. Now, Sachs, though, had initially expected that Monday we'd be in day 2 of jury deliberations. He says the swift verdict is an injustice.
Do you really think it's fair to the people of Norfolk that you don't step down? A convicted felon?
Leaving court guilty of 6 counts of federal corruption charges, Norfolk Treasurer Anthony Burfoot never spoke to the media, but his attorney Andrew Sachs says his client right now is not resigning.
He's not going to abandon the job that he was elected to do and has continued to do faithfully.
Sachs maintains Burfoot is innocent, but federal prosecutors say he took bribes for cash and gifts while serving on city council. It took jurors just over 5 hours to reach a verdict.
The process here, I'm not sure, worked the way it was supposed to.
But according to one of the jurors, Robert Millspaugh, the evidence was reviewed carefully and civilly. He says it was among the most difficult decisions he's ever made.
It's painful emotionally because you sit there and you never want to find anyone guilty of anything. Everyone has their right to live their life. But when you add in actions that are not legal, and that changes the whole dynamic.
Illegal actions alleged against a man elected to serve the people. Former colleague and Norfolk Councilman Andy Protegiro says it's devastating for the city.
But I think now government has to show that it's prepared to move forward and that it serves the citizen.
A statement from Mayor Kenny Alexander in part reads, "Our city is resilient and our city council remains dedicated to restoring public trust and pursuing transparency." Burfoot's attorney says they will appeal. He is still out on bond, but is now under supervision. A sentencing date is set for April 17th. Burfoot could face up to 15 years in prison. I'm Liz Kilmer, 10 on your side.
And 10 on your side has been investigating whether Anthony Burfoot has to resign from his state office as treasurer now that he's been convicted of a felony. According to Virginia State Code, it does appear Burfoot does not have to resign until he loses his final appeal. Portsmouth State Delegate Stephen Heretic says state code allows for the Norfolk Circuit Court to suspend Burfoot if it so chooses, pending his appeals, and can appoint some suitable person to act in an official's place.
More details now and a timeline of the case against Anthony Burfoot that began nearly a year ago. In January, Burfoot was indicted on 8 federal counts, accused of taking more than $450,000 in cash payments and gifts. That in exchange for votes and influence while he served on Norfolk City Council. In March, a grassroots recall campaign began to remove him from office. In a closely watched and similar case, the Supreme Court vacated the corruption conviction of former Governor Bob McDonnell in June. Burfoot and McDonnell were charged under the same law. In September, Norfolk developer Ronnie Boone pleaded guilty to bribery and bank fraud in exchange for testifying against Burfoot. The trial began November the 7th. More than 90 witnesses testified, including Burfoot himself. Today, the jury deliberated about 5 hours and ultimately found Burfoot guilty.